Hello, everybody. During the lockdown, I started exploring with oil pastel, and I'm going to share some of the very basic techniques about oil pastel. As you know, oil pastel is a very interesting medium because it's quite easy. I love the immediacy about this medium, and it's made with pigment and wax, so it has that very oily feeling. So for this one, I'm using this oil pastel, which is quite a good quality. In general, it's a very cheap medium. So the first one, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna literally just make some blending. So I'm using two different colors and I'm trying to blend them. As you see, I don't pressure much, so it's quite light pressure blending. And we're gonna see the difference with the next one where I'm blending, but in this time I'm blending with quite a more pressure. So here I have another one. So, and then we see the difference. So in this one we don't see much of the paper, but in this one we see lots of the paper, and it's quite a big difference. The next one is I'm gonna show you, for example, if we having some blue here, and then I'm gonna blend it with another color, red, and then I'm gonna use white color on the top. So I'm gonna see how it's gonna blend this time. So we use only white. So white is quite interesting. We use it a lot in oil pastel. For example, if you have a heart outline, you can reduce it down with white. The next one is quite interesting technique where we can use different colors or one color, or here I use different colors, mainly light value colors, so they're not really dark. Even if I'm using, for example, orange color, but it's not very dark. And then on the top I can go with a dark color. So here I'm gonna use black. And now we just use anything with a sharp point, and make a you can do a design or drawing on top. So with this technique, if you want to have more details, for example, if you want to have a grass or fur of animal, this is a really good technique, because one of the challenges with the old pastel is that people saying we cannot have much detail, but that could be a really good technique. Great. The next one is that we get another piece of paper, and we literally put some random colors around, and so here I have different colors. You can plan it as well, so you can do some experimentation and then you can plan, you can see what would be best for you. And for example, here I got these random colors, and then I flip it over on the paper, and then I can draw whatever I want to. Just say, for example, here, if I do a drawing, so in this technique, literally we transferring whatever we draw on the paper, and I'm just gonna show you. So this is gonna end up something like that. It could be more brighter if I pressed more, or if I change the color. But I really love this technique. This is one of my favorite techniques. Okay, the last technique I'm going to show you is the one that I'm trying to having a quite a crispy crispy line in some of my work, and I find it quite difficult to do with all pastel. But what I do in this one, whatever shapes I want, I can cut it out. I can literally use this as a stencil, and this is just a paper, and it gives me that crisp look. For example, here, if I get this color, it just you can control it more. That's the good thing about this technique. So I really like that because it's quite crisp line there. And for example, if another part I want different types of line, here I got some let me choose a dark color. So you can having quite crisp line there, and if you want to change, you know, adding another color to it, or here I'm gonna use a bit of a bright color on top, you can do as well. So it just gives you that illusion of that 3D look. Anyway, these are some very basic techniques, and I really encourage you to literally do this one, but then try to invent your own techniques as well. And literally you can use anything, as you saw in these techniques. Like literally we use whatever available around us, and with all pastel it's very easy. So we just need papers. You can try on different papers, and also in all other surfaces as well. You can try on glass, you can try on, you know, board and canvas. And one of the good thing about with oil pastel is that literally you can mix it with your acrylic painting and also with your oil painting as well. So lots of artists you working with oil pastel. Anyway, have a really good good time, and enjoy art making.